Welcome to Liquidnova. In this video, I'll show you how to create a new strategy to automate your liquidity positions. On the right-hand side, you will find the strategy templates. These are presets to quickly set up a strategy in just a matter of seconds. You will find some factory templates, and you can also create your own and share them with friends. In the top left, you will find the pool selection input. Here you can either type the token name or paste the pool address if you know it. If you type the token name, a pop-up window will appear that lets you select the pool. Here, you can also apply more sorting if needed. If copying and pasting a pool address, the pool details will automatically load. Once it loads, you will see the pool details like current price, APR, volume, bin step, and more. You will also be able to see your token balances. Let's create our strategy. The first step that appears in the timeline by default is the create position, but this can of course be changed. In the settings, you can choose the position type, which can be balanced, one-sided X, or one-sided Y, and the strategy type, which can be spot, bid-ask, or curve. For deposit amounts, I'll use my max token balance, and its equivalent in SOL by using the autofill function. We can also use the price trigger function if we want. With this, we can trigger the position creation only if price goes above or below a certain price. But for this example, we want our position to be created right away. Now let's adjust our position range. For this example, I want my token to be spread across 10 bins, and I want my SOL to also be spread across 10 bins. You can set the threshold to be the same as the bin range, or you can set it lower if you want to trigger some actions before the position goes completely out of range. In this case, I will keep it the same as my bin range. If you prefer to set the range using pool prices, you can do so. You will always have the equivalent in price or bins in the information section right below it. You can also check the pool chart directly in the pool section. This is extremely useful if you want a specific price range when you create a position. Now let's add the next step that will trigger after the position is created. I will add an if condition step. This will basically create two paths for my strategy to follow. In this case, it will follow path A if the bin price goes above the upper threshold I set when I created the position, or path B if it goes below. You can also set a price target if you prefer to do so. I will enable the wait confirmation period option for both paths. What this does is basically wait a certain amount of time before proceeding to the next step. This is extremely useful to avoid unnecessary rebalances in volatile pools, where position can go in and out of range quite often. For path A, I will choose a close position step. This can be set to close the position when a certain price condition is met, but in this case, I want to close the position as soon as this path is chosen. Next, I'll show you a swap token step. This would be executed as soon as position is closed, or you can set it to trigger when certain price conditions are met if you prefer to do so. You can swap the full balance or choose a percentage of it. For this strategy, I will remove the swap step as this will be taken care of in my repeat strategy step. Let's add it. This will be the last step in my path A. When the strategy reaches this step, it will create and execute a new strategy with this exact same settings. We choose to create the new position with the same amounts as the original position and with auto swap enabled, so that it will automatically perform a swap if not enough tokens are available. I will use the same settings for path B, but you can use any settings or combinations you want. Let's enable and configure the auto claim fees settings now. You can set the bot to automatically claim fees every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes, every hour, or every 3 hours. You can also choose what to do with those fees after claiming them. You can do nothing and just keep them in your wallet, swap them for token or SOL, or swap them to USDC. And not only that, you can also choose what to do after they are swapped. You could, for example, add them as liquidity to your position. making it an auto compound and auto rebalance automation. In this example, I will just claim them every 15 minutes and swap them to Sol. Okay, everything is set. Let's add a name to our strategy now. Great. Now let's go ahead and create the strategy. Once the strategy has been created, we will be taken to my strategies page. In this page, you will be able to monitor all your positions in real time. Let's give it a few seconds to create the position, load the data, and update the page. The strategies are updated every 10 seconds, which makes it really useful to monitor and automate volatile liquidity pools. Position is now ready and waiting for one of the if conditions to be met. You can expand the card to reveal more information about your position and strategy, like checking what the current step is, how many steps left, unclaimed and claimed amounts, and more. You can also manually claim fees, add liquidity, or close the position and swap to Sol if you'd like. But more on that in an upcoming video. With our strategies, a whole new world of possibilities open. Can't wait to see what amazing strategies you guys come up with. Enjoy Liquid Nova.